Here we are pulling into Barcelona's cruise terminal. It's a pretty big cruise terminal. Not a real lot to see though. There's that. And heading into town. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful. So it's very quiet because nothing's really open yet. So the time is nearly 9 o'clock. It's very pretty though. Now this is La Boqueria, famous markets of Barcelona. Having coffee at the top of La Rambla. Ah, fountains. It's like pouring a beer. Alright, this is the beginning of our tour. Woohoo!
Sometimes I joke that if this fella was going for a cocktail, she'd be sitting in there watching. All the members of his family, and especially the death of his dad and orphanage had affected him most. So he decides that he's just going to move into the church. When he starts living in the church, he is pretty much surrounded by his work 24/7. So he has a bit of a sense.
So coming up here, it's like something out of a birdcage. There's a cable car. Okay, this is the last part of our bike tour. Here we are riding through the streets. I got a truck right up my clanger. You can probably hear him. People walking in front of me. Cycling one-handed. Pretty exciting stuff. It's been a great ride, so we've had a really good time. And the weather is now just starting to get a little bit, I don't know, it looks like a bit storm outside. So maybe we'll get a little bit of rain before we get back to the ship, don't know. We shall see. We've just finished at Barcelona. We've not long left the port. And we've had a fantastic day cycling around in the Fat Tire bike tour. Valerie had hurt her ankle not long before coming on the cruise, so she was unable to pedal with us. So instead she went shopping and pretty much did 20,000 steps walking all over Barcelona. Probably did more exercise than what we did. So it's really sad that she couldn't join us on the trip today, but she probably had a good time as well. But I tell you what, cycling around Barcelona was a great time. So we're now back on the high seas. We're getting ready to have something to eat. We're going to meet in about another half hour or so and have something to eat, then go to the show, which is an illusionist tonight. That should be a little bit different. It should be quite interesting. And then we're going to settle in tonight and arrive tomorrow in Valencia in Spain, which is a beautiful little city, an old city right on the port, and looking forward to that as well. So thank you for joining us today. We will see you a little bit later on, and for today, this is Steve Nahuson signing off. See you guys. So here we are in Valencia. It's a pretty tight berth, this one, and this ship has just come in, and now he's turning around. There's another ship there. We had to sort of back all the way in. Plus, the other thing is, this whole area that we're berthed in is sort of a triangular shape. So the bow of our ship is closer to the wall over there. My voice is a bit croaky because I've got this bit of a cold that I picked up from someone on the ship, maybe. I don't know. But feeling pretty good, and the weather's going to be fine. So it should be a great day ashore in the beautiful old town of Valencia. So let's get into it.
This one need a starter.
Luke, what do you think of the bus trip so far? Okay, Luke, what are your final thoughts, mate, as we're about to leave? Oh yes, that's right, Luke's throat. Oh, he's just had some Panadol. He's going to be okay. Luke, what do you think of the bus trip so far? And there's my seat. Here we are in Valencia. This is the big old entrance to the old town. So the piece is about to be shattered with 1,000 school kids coming. It's a beautiful basilica. Okay, so here we are all sitting down for our first cup of coffee at Valencia.
And then that's Poland. That's it.
You want to see the beautiful homes?
Oh, is that there?
It's over that direction.
I think it's mandarins in the trees in the streets here. I would have thought they'd be oranges, but you know. A manual whacker-packer. Alright, so we got back from the bus, and this is what we've been greeted with here at the terminal. It's just chaos. So it's just a big rush now to get through this one doorway up there, and we'll get it back on the ships. And it's just ridiculous. So I hope they have a look at this and never repeat. This is shocking. We're now in Cartagena, and it's a beautiful day to start off with, but they reckon it's going to rain today, so we've got to be prepared for that. Maximum of 21 degrees, sun is shining, and the port of Cartagena is really very pretty, so looking forward to heading into town. We're going to 43, which is the place where they make the liquor, and then we're going to Old Town, so stick with us for the whole journey. Thanks guys, see ya.
Hey guys, so today we're heading into Gibraltar. We're going to be heading up to the big rock and patting the monkeys, and also heading into the caves and having a look.
So Luke, thank you for that fantastic introduction to Gibraltar. It's a beautiful looking day. They're expecting it to be maybe a little bit rainy, late, don't know. Maximum of 19 degrees, so it is a bit nippy. Jenny particularly wants to see the monkeys. That's going to be her highlight, so we're going to make sure we get some monkey action happening today. Maybe visit some caves, who knows.
So nice of you to speak.
We gotta go.
What?
Gotta go.
What are we doing? Hey? Come on, look this way. Stay there. Don't come in. Wait. I'll give you for the. I'll give you. Hang on. He's hungry. Oh, 1 second. Come on. There you are, boy. There you are. Good boy. Come on.
Oh.
That's under a year old. How are we going? Okay. Come on. Wait.
Update. It is now 5 to 11. We should have left here in Gibraltar, that is, probably a couple of hours ago. But when we got back onto the ship after spending the day in town, we found that the telephones weren't working, and it seems like a number of the communication systems don't seem to be working at all from the ship. The captain has informed us until we get it fixed up, we're not actually going to leave port. So we're still sitting here. Our next stop is Cadiz, which is just a little bit around the corner. It's not too far from here, so even if we get going during the night sometime, I'm sure it'll be fine. But the problem is we don't know when the problem's going to be fixed, and we don't know when we're going to be leaving port. So hopefully it won't disrupt the cruise, but we will see, and I will keep you updated. Today we are in Cadiz in Spain. And yes, that is the Queen Mary behind me. Queen Mary 2. We're pulling up right next to her. How cool. The weather's going to be 22 and sunny. And hope you enjoyed it as well. See you soon. So we're actually following this green line, which takes us on a walk around the city, pointing out, in this case, the major medieval architectural things. Follow that green line. So here we are, walking along the beach, looking for a place to have a coffee, and we found a place right up the end there. It's actually situated on the beach itself. Now, according to the sign back there, there's lots of different types of dolphins that live just out here. They said occasionally some of the babies have actually been beached, so we've got to keep an eye out for those. And if we see them, you've got to run down and actually throw them back into the water for the community service. Pretty sure we're not going to see any of that. Hello.
Hello.
Heading for a coffee? Coffee on the beach?
Thanks.
This looks very nice. Imagine sitting here having a sangria, watching the sun go down over the ocean.
Here we are, we're back from Cadiz. We've been in town for about, I don't know, about 5 hours, I guess, something like that. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was very quiet when we first arrived in there, which was probably around about 8:30, 9 o'clock. It was pretty much dead, and we wandered around the town. We saw some old medieval style buildings. We had a coffee on the beach, and you probably saw all that anyway. I probably put it in the video, so I won't go through all that again. But it was pretty good. Then when we came back into the main squares where we'd been before, it was just like full of people, and the cafes were open, and the restaurants were open, and people were having glasses of wine and beers and coffees and lunch and such. So it was really, really good. So we're now back on board. It is 1:25 in the afternoon. So we got back a little bit early because there wasn't a lot to see in Cadiz. And we're actually now about to head to the pool deck to meet everyone and have a burger, maybe some fries, maybe even a beer. So Monday the 7th of May, this is Steve Nahusen for now, signing off. We have arrived in Lisbon in Portugal. You can probably see it in the background behind me. It's a beautiful looking city, mounted up on a hill, lots of cathedrals, old buildings, and we're really looking forward to checking out what the city has to offer. Val's dad, Jon, has told us about this fantastic bakery that we got to go check out. We get a tram, a couple of stops down to this bakery where they have the most amazing Portuguese tarts. So the weather today is meant to be 21 degrees and partly cloudy. It's probably around about 18 and 19 degrees at the moment, so it's a little bit fresh, but it's beautiful, and I'm sure Lisbon will be beautiful as well. So thanks for joining us, and let's go check it out. Lisbon is a really, really interesting city. It's very busy, very tiny streets. It's a beautiful sunny day, as you can see, and there's the amazing buildings with blue tiles and yellow tiles all over it. And it's a real mixture of architecture like from San Francisco and Italy and different parts of Europe. It's just it's beautiful. Lots of hills, lots to see, and we're not going to see anywhere near part of it in the day that we have here. So I'd love to come back at some point.
So this is actually up on top of the second highest hill with a view across to the highest hill. Well, I'll let your imagination figure this one out. Yes, it is a fountain, a beautiful monument at the top of a lookout in Lisbon. This thing gets along at a pretty good speed, doesn't it?
So we're about to go over the big bridge, which is called the 24th of April Bridge, which is to celebrate independence, I think. And it looks very much like the Golden Gate Bridge, and it was made by the same people that actually made the Golden Gate Bridge. So Jenny's saying that the what? The name, Jenny's saying the name San Francisco possibly has its origin from Portugal as well. Lots of connections. So you can see the bridge. We're getting closer. We're about to cross and we're going to go into the old town called Benham. And in Benham we're going to go to this fantastic pastry shop, Bellum. Valerie told me Benham, and it's actually Bellum. And we're going over the bridge. Under the bridge. We're going under the bridge. And thank God for editing. So we're going under the bridge to Bellum, where we're going to get these fantastic Portuguese tarts from a famous bakery. And we can see the bridge now in the background. It is magnificent. We're under the bridge now. There it is.
We just passed it. How's that for a beautiful suspension bridge? Jenny, is there anything you want to add to that?
No.
No.
All right. Luke, have you got your cleaning cloth? I think I might have spat on my lens when I was getting all excited. I'm just going to do a quick lens clean and then I'm going to be straight back. Okay, could be a correction on my previous video. I think the bridge is called the 25th of April, not the 24th. So it took a little bit longer for the independence than what they were expecting, so they had to rename it to the 25th. So, but you know, in Europe that's okay. Things take time.
Bellum.
Ah, we're now in Bellum, according to the train station sign. Can't wait to get one of them Portuguese tarts in me belly.
Just nuts, and all the workers are just trying to pack them all up. They make like thousands a day or something.
That's why they can keep the price so low, because yeah, if you're making that many.
It goes back the wrong way inside. There's like little rooms everywhere where you can sit.
This is the bridge I was talking about before, the 25th of April bridge. And that is the Tower of Bellum. It used to be a prison, and it was a prison for political prisoners. But then of course it stopped being a prison and it's just become just a beautiful part of the city's tradition and heritage. So this is the last stop on our tuk-tuk tour, and this is a monument to celebrate everybody who helped discover Portugal throughout the ages and contributed to Portugal's success as a country.
Yeah, you can definitely, glad we got more than one inch.
May not look like much, but it is very, very nice.
I'll give you 1 minute, man.
So here we are sitting in a street restaurant in Lisbon. Bit of controversy. Jenny had a cod dish, which is apparently one of Portugal's national foods. They do cod like nobody else, and that's actually pretty accurate. They do cod like nobody else. They were like, I thought it was disgusting. It was salty, it was oily, and the potato was no good. Mine was okay, a bit different, but I ate it, and now we're just getting the bill and we're about to head out of here. But it wasn't the best food experience on the holiday, that's for damn sure.
Here we are at the Eurovision village in Lisbon, where Eurovision has started. It's going to run for the next 4 or 5 days. Jenny managed to get us in by talking to the cop and saying that we're here on a cruise ship which is going to be leaving in 45 minutes. Can we please get access? And he let us all through. What a nice bloke. Good work from Jenny. Got a photo of a deranged looking Luke sitting behind the Tesla. He's begged me not to show it to his brothers. I'll work out what do I do now over the next few days. I probably will.
Well, apart from the little lunch situation, it was actually a pretty good day in Lisbon. Had a great time. We saw some beautiful sights. Ate some wonderful Portuguese lemon tarts. Is that what they're called? Portuguese tarts. Val got to go inside the Eurovision village.
Yeah.
That was pretty exciting. Didn't get to see any acts or anything like that because they were all sleeping. I don't know what they were doing. But that was pretty exciting. And it's about 5 to 5. We're heading back to the ship. The ship last on board is 5:30, so we've had a pretty good day here. And gonna head back and find a happy hour, grab something to eat, and then maybe check out a show. Anyway, so Steve Nahusen, Luke Nahusen, Valerie Hoster, and all the rest of the gang in Lisbon 2018, signing off. So this morning we're in the Spanish city of Vigo, which is a small town in the north of Spain, on the North Sea. Population of around about 290,000 people, 100 square kilometres, and weather's a bit cool, a bit overcast, and let's go check out the sights and see what it looks like.
This is like getting into the central city district part of Vigo, I would say.
I miscalculated my battery charge capacity today, and both my batteries are pretty much flat, so I won't have a lot of chance for video, I don't think. So in case the batteries run out before I get to do my sign off, Vigo is a pretty nice old town. It's got some new parts to it as well. And we really enjoyed ourselves here today, I'm sure. Even though it hasn't really happened yet because I've only been here about 10 or 15 minutes, I'm sure we had a great day. I wouldn't say anything else, would I? And the gang in Vigo, in Spain, signing off. Good morning everyone, so here we are on a sea day, heading north across the Bay of Biscay towards our next stop, which is Cherbourg in France, which is near the home of Normandy. So it's a little bit chilly up on deck, it's around about 13 degrees according to the weather information from our room at the moment. The seas are pretty slight, but there is a bit of a swell coming in from the side, which is causing the ship to rock a little bit, which is no doubt pretty fun. So Ginny and I are up on deck. We do this pretty much every morning. We get up pretty early. We do a few laps around the walking track. Do some pull-ups, exercises, sit-ups, that sort of thing. We like to get up before everybody else on the ship has a chance to wake up, which is why we've pretty much got the track to ourselves, except for some maintenance teams around the place. But it's a beautiful day. When we finish this, we'll then have some breakfast in the Lido deck, in the Lido market. Catch up with Luke and Val and probably spend some serious pool time. But in the meantime, it's down to exercise. Dolphins are visible off the port side, so let's see if we can see some this time.
Just afraid of your camera.
Nope. Not sure if you're able to see what I saw in the spa there.
but it was pretty startling. And Jenny just set a new world record on freestyle. How long? 3 minutes and 13 seconds to get it out. My record is 3 minutes and 12, I think, so you're just outside of it. That's a pretty good effort though, sweetie. So this is Steve Nahusen at 2:22 on Thursday, the 10th of May, signing out for now. Hey folks, so here we are in Cherbourg in France, which is it's in the Normandy region. We're just trying to work out what we're going to do. This town is pretty small, there's not a lot to do here by the looks of things, and we're trying to work out whether we can actually get to some historic war location from World War II, or whether we just stay here in the little local town today. So we're going to try to work out our options and head off from there. It's pretty cool here today. It's probably around about 12 or 14 degrees maybe, probably with a high of 18, but the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day, so no matter what happens, I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic one. So let's see where we're going to go from here. Lukey! Lukey, say something to the people back home.
There's not much to see here. It's pretty depressing.
Oh, God. It's really fun traveling with Luke. He really appreciates the cultural experience. So there's going to be like upwards of maybe 20 or 30 people watching this video, Luke. So what do you want to say to them?
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa. That's about it.
Well, Grandpa doesn't watch my videos. It's just Grandma.
True.
So do you want to get any messages for the folks back home?
No.
You want to tell them that you're missing them all?
No.
You enjoying life in Belgium?
Yes.
And what else? How's...
It's so annoying.
There she is. Are there any developments, Val, on what's going on? Do we know what we're doing yet?
No.
All right. So we'll check in later once we have a plan. Here comes the train. This is what we've all been waiting for. He's going to get us. We have to get out of the way. Sure.
We have to go to the other side.
Uh-oh. Now we're at risk. Now there's a bit of panic setting in. Can I sit over there in front of my beautiful wife?
Oh, I see. So you get it.
I like this.
Oh, hang on. It's more comfortable over there. Hey everybody, it's Steve Nahusen here again, checking in from Cherbourg in France. So we've had a pretty great day. There's not a lot to see in Cherbourg. It's a pretty small town, but we did a train ride. We beat some sort of slightly crippled people out of the train to get to a little carriage where we could all sit in together. And we felt pretty good about that. We were actually probably the fittest people out of the group that was trying to get on the train, so we had a bit of an advantage there, but it worked out pretty well. And we drove around the town for about 30 minutes, saw all the sights. Probably could have done it in 10,
And now we're here at this beautiful little bar called Les Modernes, having a couple of drinks. We've had a bit of a chat to Reese. Tried chatting to Sam, but he rejected my call, so we've been chatting to Brittany instead. There's Jenny. And also the weather's starting to turn a little bit, so it's getting all overcast. It's going to start raining, so I think we'll probably only have about another 6 beers and then we'll head back to the ship. So, so this is the Nahusens and the Hostas in Cherbourg. Signing off for now. So here we are driving through the streets of Amsterdam. Obviously we have now arrived. Luke?
Yeah, well, look, there's a bar there.
The GPS is leading us down a bullshit path. It's a beautiful day here in Amsterdam, as you can see. Probably about 21 degrees, maybe 20. Overcast, showery. Potential thunderstorms.
Ja, Gelderskade en ja, nu zie ik het. Ja, nu moeten we naar links over een brug.
So here we are in Koekenhof, just outside of Amsterdam. We're walking around with Jon and Sabine, Valerie, Jenny and Andre and Linda. And we're waiting for something very important, very big to happen.
Yeah.
I don't want to be with anyone else. I don't want to be with you.
So this is our last day in Europe, and of course we're in Amsterdam, and we're spending some time with Luke and Val, having some breakfast, or a late breakfast, early lunch, checking out some shops, talking about their wedding plans, and just generally having a really good time. The weather here again is spectacularly beautiful, and we're feeling a little excited to be heading home, but also really sad to be leaving Europe and leaving Luke and Val. So it's been a really good holiday so far. Wish it could go on a bit longer, but we'll just have to make sure that we come back again really, really soon.
It's a wax seal place.
So Luke, you just proposed to Valerie. She accepted very quickly. She actually said, yes, of course. You must be feeling pretty good about that?
Oh yeah.
You must be feeling somewhat relieved. The tension of, the lead up.
Yep.
The preparation, the planning, the keeping the secret from Val for the months before it actually happened. Finding the right place at Kuchenhof.
Yep.
To actually pop the question in front of a team of 8 people who are going to be witness to Valerie either saying yes or rejecting you totally. So now you've got a fiance. You're going to be getting married sometime in the next
few years.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
You feel like a bit more of a man?
It doesn't feel that good.
Okay. Good. This conversation is really sort of flowing on pretty nicely, pretty much as I expected. So what's the first thing that you and Valerie are going to do then, as far as getting ready for the wedding? Is it are you going to start working on where it's going to be, the list of people who you're going to invite?
Oh, I've already started on that.
Okay. How long ago did the planning for that start?
Well, for me it's like
months ago.
Yeah. I think Val started quite a while ago.
Well, that's good. And Val? You must be pretty happy with things. I think we might wrap this one up here because it's sort of
We're giving you
Boring.
Well, there you go. All right, buddy. Well, it's been fantastic seeing you and Val and the family again, and Jon and Sabine and everybody. And we know it's not going to be too long before we're back here again, and it's going to seem real quick. We'll be talking to you guys on FaceTime the whole time.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's always very, very sad to
Yeah.
get to that point in the holiday where it's getting close to saying goodbye. But you know what?
But we'll most likely be coming Christmas. So
That'd be
not too far away.
That'd be fantastic. And the world's a very small place
It
these
is.
days.
I mean, children. Yeah.
All right. See you, buddy.
Yeah.
Now they were proposals. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right. This is Steve and Luke Nahusen.
Oh, here it is.
For now, signing off.
That's all right, we're in it.
All right. So, be honest. What do you think of when you think of Amsterdam? Dikes, maybe? Canals, clogs, windmills? Weed? What you can hear in the background is Valerie. She had a space cake with me, except I think it was fully loaded in the half that she had. That was about 10 or 15 minutes ago. Let's go see how she's doing.
Not ready to shine.
Nick, please, you must excuse. She's trying to be serious.
They're real wet.
Don't post any photos.
It's actually quite pretty.
I'm fine. Don't post.
That's got nothing.
Don't post any photos from Val right now.
Because you're getting high.
Hey, that's a really good time to do photography, Luke. You catch the lights in her eyes.
It's more heavy. So. Oh, I look like shit. How would you feel if Luke put that on the internet?
Oh,
You
this
can
one.
have this ring back really fast.
Oh!
Oh, she's an angry
Although I
progress.
just... Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right, so
You're not going anywhere, are you?
in the interests of giving Val back some privacy and let her enjoy the next hour or so, I'm going to stop filming at this point because things can only just keep on getting worse.
I don't know.
She's saying, I want you to stay with me and not like going to McDonald's.
Oh, darling.
She's crying and laughing now.
I'm bipolar.
She's now bipolar. All right, so say goodbye, Val.
What have you done to my girl?
Bye.
What have you done to my fiance?
This is horrible.
Shit's getting weird tonight. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should keep filming. This is actually getting pretty good.
Well, yes, it's probably the 30 minutes is kicking in.
I need a break. How long is this going to last?
You need a break.
How long does it usually last for?
I can't handle all the happiness.
I know, usually you're
It
miserable.
kills my dark soul.
Maybe half an hour or so.
What the effects?
I mean, yeah, like half an hour, then you'll start slowly coming down, maybe.
There's one 400 meters away from McDonald's.
Well, we need to do something. All right, everyone, say goodbye. Hello there. Here we are at Changi Airport in Singapore, and it's what's the time? Around about 6:30 or so. 10 to 7 in the morning, and we're on our way, of course, from Amsterdam back to Brisbane, and this is our last stop before we then take off and land in Brisbane. So probably about 13 or 14 hours ago we left Amsterdam, and it was really sad to leave, wasn't it, Jen? We had a very sad goodbye with Luke and Val, and it was really hard to say goodbye to those guys. Yeah. But we had an absolutely fantastic holiday in general, an absolutely beautiful and wonderful time with Luke and Val. It was fantastic catching up with Jon and Sabine, and Linda and Andre as well. It's been an outstanding holiday. We're probably both feeling a bit sad to be leaving, a bit excited to be getting home and catching up with the kids and the grandkid, the puppies.
Also sad our holiday's over.
But really sad the holiday's over. It's been planned for so long now. We've been talking about it for so long, and then it arrives, and you have a wonderful time, and then you have that slightly, sort of anticlimactic thing of now the holiday is over, and reality is starting to sort of kick back in again. But it just means that we need to start planning and organising our next holiday.
Yes.
And hopefully Luke and Val will be out at Christmas time as well, which is something to look forward to. And of course, big news while we're away. Luke proposing to Valerie, and you may have seen that already, and that was wonderful that she said yes, and they're now planning a wedding, which is very exciting. So we're being called now, we're going to be boarding, so I'm going to say goodbye at this point. Jen, we'll say goodbye at this stage, and the next time we turn the camera on we'll be in Brisbane, so see you soon, bye.